Hello! Thank you for joining me today. Together we're going to take a look at the song Therefore I Am, referencing nothing but logic to talk about what this song is supporting. Before we get started, let me say that this is one opinion critique that I am rationalizing with logic. If you have other thoughts and opinions, please feel free to discuss those in a respectful way. Therefore I Am was written by Billie Eilish and her brother Phineas and released through Interscope Records and Dark Room Records. There are two links below, one for the music video and another for a lyric video. My goal is to look at the lyrics and learn how they fit together and grow off of each other. To do that properly, the form is important. To me, the form here is chorus, verse 1, chorus, verse 2, chorus, bridge, and a layered chorus. Some places list the last three lines of the verse to be a pre-chorus. One of those lines is different every time, and there isn't really a pause between them, so to me they are part of the verse. One thing that you might want to look at before we get too far in is the philosophical saying of I think, therefore I am. This is really meant as a way to prove the existence of at least the mind. Feel free to do your own research on that as well. This song starts with the chorus. To me, when this is done, it means you are going to make the chorus evolve in some way without changing its lyrics. This is ideally done through adding context within other parts of the song. The chorus starts with I'm not your friend or anything, damn. This starts by telling whoever we are singing to that we're not their friend. It goes on to include that we are not anything. This includes that we are not a significant other, a fan, an enemy, an acquaintance, or even a pet. The singer is nothing to the audience. This is interesting because if you consider yourself nothing to someone, then why are you talking to them? Having a conversation with someone is acknowledging their existence and making them something to you, right? The chorus continues with, you think that you're the man. I think, therefore I am. This gives us a couple of things to look at. First, we have a clear statement of whoever this is being said to thinking they are the man. This is left to assume that the audience thinks that they have all the power and control in the room. Then we have the title line. This can be processed a couple of different ways. First, you have the change in subject to I. This leads to a counter statement. You think this, but I think that sort of thing. The problem is that at the surface, the I statement simply proves that you exist. Hopefully, you've picked up on what is really happening here. The idea is that simply because you think that you are something doesn't make it true. So, in this case, you think you're the man, but that doesn't make it true. This is all repeated to form the chorus as a whole. And logically, this pushes the thought process at least a little to decide what is happening. Verse 1 starts with something that feels completely disconnected. Stop. What the hell are you talking about? Ha. This disconnected feeling is because the audience hasn't said anything. And why the laugh? Maybe what you are talking about is that you're the man, but that feels more like something that the singer is assuming to be thought. The next line gives us a little clarity. Get my pretty name out of your mouth. This would imply that whatever is being said, it involves the singer, and because the singer is nobody to this person, then it is interesting that they care if they are being talked about. The verse continues with, we are not the same with or without. Now this doesn't specify what we are with or without. This could be a continued explanation of what was said by the you earlier. My guess is that it is with or without each other. If you search for with or without, you can find it listed as an idiom and is used more of a coffee shop setting, asking about sugar, milk, and other additives. Don't talk about me like how you might know how I feel. This line at a surface doesn't have anything crazy going on. It is just a continued explanation of what was said that was wrong. Honestly, I think it would be more powerful if we could hear the other side of the conversation. What is really interesting about this one, though, is that if you compare it to the chorus, you think that you're the man. Is that not a statement talking about someone like you know how they feel? This idea grows in the next line. Top of the world, but your world isn't real. This again is a statement saying that the you feels like they are on the top of the world. Again, a statement talking about someone like you know how they feel. This again goes to say that their world isn't real. This seems to be something that dismisses their feelings and doesn't seem very kind. Your world's an ideal. Now, this does not list who the world is an ideal of. We can very safely assume it is not the singer, but it is worth noting that it is not specified. It is possible that the world is the ideal world of the singer. If the world is fake, then how can it be perfect? The understanding here is that the world where the you is the man and the top is simply what you want to be true, and that does not make it true. The next lines, again, are considered a pre-chorus to some. So go have fun. This is simply telling you to have fun in their fake world. I really couldn't care less. This is the proper use of the saying, so that is a plus. However, earlier in the verse, it seemed like the singer cared a lot about how their name was being used. So that doesn't really line up. We close the verse with, and you can give them my best, but just know. Now, this leads right into the chorus. This, again, doesn't work when connected with the chorus. If you are nothing to me, then how can you give them my best? This leads straight into the chorus, but has not caused any thought on it to change. Verse 2 gets a little more interesting. I don't want press to put your name next to mine. This is interesting because of the statement that I don't care from the last verse. Otherwise, this sets the stage for the verse. We're on different lines, so I want to be nice enough they don't call my bluff. This is the real tell of the song. This is the first time we see the idea of lying. This is also interesting as a direct statement that the singer is better than the audience. Sounds like we now see the ideal world of the singer. Because I hate to find articles. Rather you remain unremarkable. This is a pretty clear statement of the singer hating the idea of articles showing up, associating them with the you of the song. I will say that I don't mind this repetition here, as it lines up with the idea of there being multiple articles. This repetition continues in got a lot of interviews. This is really just a simple statement that dives more into the next line. When they say your name, I just act confused. This, again, is that connection to the line from earlier. Clearly, the singer of the song knows exactly who the you is. And although it might be nobody, it is not an unknown. And it sounds like it would stir up some emotions other than confusion. We get to what some call a pre-chorus again, with did you have fun? This seems to tie into that first verse where you were told to have fun. Here, however, it sounds like the fun is over, but nothing here has really stopped that ideal world from existing. This feels out of place to me, but maybe I'm missing something. We again see I really couldn't care less, and you can give them my best, but just know. As stated before, this verse seems like the singer cares even more than the first. The first words in the verse are, I don't want. That sounds like someone who cares. Now, this could be only connected to the idea of not caring if you had fun. This points to not caring about the feelings of the you, but if you don't care about their feelings, can you expect them to care about yours? This verse seems to have more inconsistencies than verse 1, and overall, the verse seems to be very supportive of lying. This doesn't change the meaning of the chorus, except maybe to add confusion because the you and the I have some connection and are not nothing to one another. The bridge consists of these lines repeated. I'm sorry, I don't think I caught your name. This is an attempt to remind the you here that they are nothing, pretending to not even know who the you is. This is all the bridge has to offer. It is kind of fun, but given the actual conversation, would be quite hurtful. The song closes with a layered chorus. This is primarily just some words sung over with an additional voice. You can see the addition of they wanna, they can try. This is interesting because we have only been dealing with a you and an I. There is also no direct explanation of what this they is trying. Overall, this song is fairly logical, but has some holes that we've looked at. I do want to take a second to talk about who the you in this could be. One option is that it's someone from a very bad relationship, or at least one that would rather be kept secret. Another option is that it is the critics. This is a little more of a stretch when you look at verse 2 especially. It also could be something completely fictitious made up for the song. My other criticisms for the song are that it seems to be very supportive of lying, and if you watch the video, it also seems to be supportive of stealing. The end is especially interesting because the song is all about confronting the person who seems things different than you, especially the man. But we see her run from the mall cop instead of telling him his world is an ideal. What are your thoughts? Did I miss something completely? Did I fall for the trap of critiquing a song saying how bad critics are? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, think before you sing.